And hello again, boys and girls. Welcome back to the stream. Of course, it's your host Marley Starfield, and today we are going to be playing more Soviet build, preferably trying to capitalize on the exploitation build I've sort of made, while also trying to eke out as much supply as possible for the Soviet Union, and as many civs as possible for the Soviet Union, because as you can see, the civ deficit is rather bad in a lot of these games. So primarily, I'm going to try and optimize the existing build and see where we get to. Build that supply depot down south. Rail line. Are you okay? 1, 2, 3. 3. And then we'll do 3 this way. So we've got that longer supply line, and if we do get pushed back, we're not going to have too many problems. So 3, 3, 3, 3. And then we're going to build our second supply line. So this supply line is quite important, so 3 along here. But actually, if we want to capitulate, if we want to reduce the amount of time we spend building this stuff, and it's actually probably arguably better to upgrade this to a 3. Or upgrading this to a 3. Yeah, that's it. That's this ticket. 3, 3, 3, 3. And then that railroad can... No. Let's try and optimize this. So let's get rid of all of this again. And instead, it's got to be this way, isn't it? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And that should supply all this fully. That's supply this all fully. This needs a 3 as well, if I'm honest. 3, 3, 3. This should be pretty good because this is pretty close to supply hub. Let's upgrade this to a 3. And then this has to be upgraded. This goes all the way down here, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's good. Next, construction. Air rush. And let's go down a medium tank build. Some YouTube videos, mostly Tommy K, if I'm honest. And apparently this is potential meta because of the railway construction speed, military factory construction speed, and civilian factory construction speed, as opposed to this, which just gives you -2% consumer goods. So I think we'll be going down foreign exports instead to see if that optimizes our build. As per usual, we'll build up our industry, get it nice and going. Once we go to partial mob and free trade, and then war economy, we can start doing some more stuff. Now that the agitprom has been done, we can go down the center, and we can go to partial mob. Should improve our situation substantially, or at least get more factories being built. Also, we have the agitprom, so we can do transport. It's a sibling of the Red Army. I know we're not actually going to look at political paranoia. That can go away. And all of this can go as well. Big Mac tank chassis. So we're going to go up to the 1941. Researching construction. We're going to hard research some more at construction to get that bonus to our construction speed as much as possible. There we are. Now we'll send our volunteers. Send air volunteers and send our 6 divisions. But I've got hopes or dreams. Yep, Spanish Civil War right now. Just trying to get the gold, really. I'm not really expecting to win because the Spanish AI is not very good. But then let's try to keep him alive long enough to get that gold reserve from him. So because we've researched this, now we can switch out. Research this over here. And then we can switch back and hard research that 1940 media tank, which will be our main battle tank. Because I want the war to end, and so I'm going to retreat back, preferably somewhere where they'll be able to take Madrid, and I can just escape. And there we are, we sent a new attaché, and now we can just build up our mills. We'll build up that XP, which we'll be needing for later. I'm going to see if I can retreat to the coastline. Run! Through the highway of hell. Yeah, maximum command power is probably worth it for the war. There we are. All my boys get out. And now I can chill. So we're going to be saving our armor XP until we are in a position to need it. Right, cleared on Poland. Now we have our good anti-tank. So guess what? This is going to be immediately upgraded to the good anti-tank. And this will allow us to build our medium tank templates. So let's autofill it. Let's go for high velocity gun. 3-man turret. Basic radio. Oh, we already got a basic radio. Sloped armor. Armor skirts. And wet storage. And then for this fellow, we're going to do the Christie suspension. Actually, we're going to go for reliability. Going to go for cast armor. Diesel engine. Put this up to about 9 kilometers and get that armor up. And that's an armor of 115. If I do the Christie suspension. A soft attack of 15, hard attack of 35, and a breakthrough of 52. So if I switch this out for breakthrough instead. Actually, no. And plus, you can still see that we're not very reliable. .9 kilometers is fine. That's an okay reliability. And we're going to put that down on the bottom once we've got our 30 factories on air. And then we're going to make a motorized division. Well, first we're going to get an armored division. Medium tank, medium tank, medium tank, medium tank, medium tank, medium tank. I'm on 30 org right now. Let's keep going up. Let's go for engineering. Listed companies. Support anti-air. Support artillery. Motorized recon. 25 orgs, so I need to get rid of one of these. 70 armor's not bad. It could be better. 8.9 kilometers. This is going to be our punch-through tank. It's only got 182 soft attack, but it's got okay breakthrough, and it's going to counter the enemy armor. So this is going to be our all-rounder initial breakthrough tank. It's got 70 armor. It's not very high reliability, and it's going to cost an awful lot to produce. So we're not going to have many on the field at the start. However, it's going to have good armor, so it's going to counter the enemy armor, especially in a multiplayer game, and it's going to have okay defense. So we're going to save this, and that is going to be, we're going to make a couple of those. Unfortunately, these guys will normally not be garrisoning this sector. Letting us go around. Move machine tools. Let's go down this way. Let's send this tank this way. Even though it's not actually full and it can easily be pierced, but hey ho. There you are, you're nice and encircled. Now I can go around. So we're just going to send that guy all the way down. Which is a great bug for the AI Soviets. Well, for the AI... well, not a bug, but it's just amusing. We've got to use our PP for other things now. I'd like to have more military XP, but I can't afford it, so... There we are. Let's just produce that much. I don't think we're going to need a lot. And then the rest is going to go into air. Did we do military rehabilitation? Okay, yeah we did. That's fine. Now we can just head up to Vasla. There we are. Actually, can I up my armor on this tank doing a bit of memery? So I'm going to keep the air because I'm going to need that. That armor is going to go up by 1.8. If I get rid of this, the armor is going to go up by 3.2. 85 armor. Well, 74 armor is not bad. It's only going up by 3, so it's not really worth it. I suspect that I can get it even higher if I get a tank designer. Engineering companies. So let's take a look at our piercing now for our medium tanks. They now have a piercing of 53, and of course this will go higher. So for example, if I did a motorized anti-tank, that's up to 71. So these guys can be my quick reaction force, perfectly able to pen medium tanks and most multiplayer medium tank variants, which of course means these guys will be ridiculously cheap compared to actually building tank designs. So what you can potentially do is have these exploiters just with your just with your motorized and tanked troops, and you can also have another motorized arm of purely anti-tank. Also, I want to check the Germany's civ count. So let's tag switch to Germany. So he's got 170 mils and 145 civs. Now if I tag Soviet again, I've got 130 and 129. So if I tag Germany again, still not on par with the Germans, which is awkward, but I think I did everything I could to maximize construction, apart from going down that extra construction slot, but I feel like in a multiplayer you'd have been getting boosted with trade and that, and so it would have been that bad. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this. Well, that's the entire Russian Navy sunk. Oh, they pushed. Why did they push? Because no one was on it. And you're pushing down here as well. Damn it. Oh, they're breaking through, which is interesting. Let's see what half-filled tanks can do. They've retaken this. Looks like... Oh no, we haven't. Our motorized can pierce. Okay, we got some advance on this sector, so we're going to immediately form a line. Before they take something important. Relocate industry, relocate industry. Yeah, easy pierce. So let's take a look at the German tank designs. Let's tag Germany and see what tank design Germany has. So if we move to the German medium tank template, it's a 16 whip, so that's garbage. And this is a 18 whip and it's garbage. So really it's not a very viable thing. So if I built an actual 20 whip with this tank, what would it look like? Medium, 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 and last one, medium for that 33, 30 whip. So that would have an armor of 60. So if I tag back to the Soviets, take a look at my motorized, and they have a piercing of 54. So I would have to have one anti-tank motorized to counter. But hey ho. Not bad, not bad. Not getting pierced in the slightest. And that can, you can just research whatever you want now. Research artillery. Let's take a look at our units now. Soft attack 325. Piercing of 106, there we are. So once you get to the high levels of anti-tank, you're good. Doesn't really matter though unless you're winging it. Yeah, the tanks do pretty well. There's no blitz here. If we take this, I'm going to have to connect the rail to this objective. No blitz here. But I think that's more to do with my lack of doctrines, if I'm honest. Did you get to the objective? I mean, you did get to the objective, just not as planned. Let's crack out a few more of those, a few more of those. A few more of these. And that should be good. Well, they're liberating Paris and I haven't even done anything yet. I mean, we are getting some tiny encirclements, but it's just not very optimal. We're still not ready yet to, you know, capitalize on the encirclements. What's the combat width on this? 78. What's my combat width on my tanks? 30, so I should not be exceeding my combat width. We should halt. It was an entertaining idea, but we did get to Minsk, but not really what I had planned. Let's try again, this time somewhere else. Okay, let's take a look at this armor. Are you doing anything valuable? Not really, still not punching through. There's some punch through to the north. And you guys haven't even attacked yet. it's because of the air superiority that means that you can't really break through as well as you can as the Germans. Can I do anything else? No, I can't. Yeah, sadly the motorized is not as good as I'd hoped. So yeah, no glorious breakthrough here, but it was worth a try. Probably running out of guns now. Yep. Still not very impressive because of course the Allies landed before I did, so... I have no idea my armor is, but I don't care. I'm rather embarrassed by the armor. The armor did not do a good job. And we're done. Let's click done, and let's talk about the doctrine, shall we? Or what we found out today. So I think the big mistake we've made here today is we picked the wrong doctrine. So this doctrine is primarily for roaching, slowing the enemy down and drowning them out. But their bonuses to tanks and speed just aren't there. You've got some general basic buffs, but primarily it's pretty pants. Whereas this side is more for, you know, just really just starving the Germans out. So potentially this could be a meme strat just to be cancerous as hell. But this does not feel like a tank doctrine. However, on the left, you're going to get massive bonuses to this, but you're not going to get any really decent defensive bonuses. Your infantry. So I don't think the left is any good either. It might be really good for your tanks, but until you've got tanks, it's not going to be very good. However, here, you're going to get your soft attack. You can get organization for your infantry, plus defense for more infantry. That disperse support. Mechanized offensive, which is going to give you that plus 10% breakthrough for all tank and armor variants. And then you can either go down here for the infantry artillery bonuses, or you can go down the left-hand side for air-land battle, which is going to give you hard attack, soft attack, and hard attack for your tank and armor variants. Enable tactic withdrawal, and give you more organization and plus 20% air superiority. So this is more of a soft attack boy. Just give me more soft attack, give me more soft attack. Oh, integrated support's better. No, integrated soft attacks, integrated support is better. And then we go down here and go down there. I feel like this is the better way, because that extra soft attack for all frontline battalions is disgusting. And if you tack that onto your motorized, you can have a great time. And plus, it's your entire army rather than this, which is mostly for your motorized. But I don't think this is the best strategy. However, I do believe this is better. So what we've learned today is this is not good for the counter push or for the armor. This is potentially better for the counter push on the armor and the actual tanks to make them powerful breakthrough weapons. And the mobile warfare is a very risky strategy for a nation that now uses a lot of infantry. So I think superior firepower is where we're going to be going down next time. If you take a look at our tanks, we found that big issue with our tanks being that the motorized was better, basically. Yeah, it's got more hard attack, but it's got worse piercing. It's got worse soft attack. And it's got 196 HP. Let's take a look at this. It's got more HP. It's got 263 breakthrough compared to this fellow who's got 642. I just feel like the motorized is better at the anti-tank role than the actual anti-tank, and it's cheaper. So next time we're going to go to soft attack, armored, highly armored soft attack tanks, and the same build for our motorized. But there's a lesson there. We can't really blitzkrieg with the air superiority. I think air is still really bad. I might just have to stick to armored trains in the Soviet Union. But with armored, so air is something we have to consider next time, because you waste so many research or so much focuses on building air, which could much better go into tanks. Even though I know for a fact that without the air, you're going to get logistics bombing, you're going to be so depending on the allies for support. Which in a multiplayer game is like, you know, flipping a coin, which mostly turns up heads. Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting thing to do. But I'll have to play the Soviets again, and I'll have to redo the builds. But I feel like the anti-tank was better. So let's reload the game. To Germany, July 1942, and take a look at what their tank designs would be like if we upgraded them. But both rather underwhelming tank designs, but I think it's mostly due to the Doctrine. So let's go to our designer. Let's see if we actually upgraded this improved medium tank to a good design. So let's say they're going to go improved medium tank. They're going to go for the stack reliability. Let's see if they went full armor, what would happen. Okay. And then they just upgraded this to shit. Mil XP 100. XP. Mil 100. Question mark. Commands. Damn it. I'm gonna have to fight until I'm gonna have to fight for a bit until this gets sorted. So we'll get up to about 30 XP. And see what happens. How is their supplies anyway? Still pretty good. Seems like supply lines aren't as bad as people make out to be, but then again, on the front line, the supply is awful, especially when you get further away. Okay, have we almost ground XP? Yes, we have. Let's produce our tanks. Medium armaments, improved medium cannon. Specials, armor skirts, specials. Loped armor, specials. Let's go for reliability. And then if they went for Christie suspension, cast armor, and gasoline, and then just whacked up their armor. 17, that armor would be 142. They're going to whack this up a bit, aren't they? Let's just say they must whack this up to massive, so let's lower this down. I don't care too much about the engines. First I did whack this up all the way. Now if you save it, and then built the armor designs as follows. Medium tank, 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 medium tank. 103 armor. But that's assuming they're not going for 4.7 kilometers speed. So that's really the best you can do. 103 armor with that improved template. Now if I reload, tag the Soviets. Take a look at my tanks at this stage, or my armor at this stage. 84 armor, so that's not going to pierce. So that's a point to note that we'd probably have to go and rush anti-tank if we were to do this build. Which shouldn't be too difficult to do, but still it's a point to note that you're going to have one dedicated research slot to anti-tank the entire game. However, once you do get to this, I do believe you become pretty much unstoppable. Let's wait to 130 days, and then we'll see what happens. Alternatively, we can add one more anti-tank, get to 88. Remove one of these. Actually, if I remove this fellow, is that going to improve it? No, not really. So you're going to have to hard rush anti-tank. But that's if someone does, that's a full armor build. At going 4 kilometers per hour, which is highly unlikely, but still it's a point to note. And of course my medium tanks weren't going to do jack against that anyway. That 84 piercing, unless I dumped in more tanks. And even then I'm not going to pierce. So I'd have to probably upgrade my medium tank even more. get some other bonus to it, like extra piercing. Still not enough. So what I've learned, if they're going to do that sort of build where you're going to have a soft attack tanks and sort of middle of the road anti-tank, then you're going to have to hard research anti-tank guns, and you're going to have to not use the Doctrine for mass assault. You're going to have to use superior firepower or mobile warfare. Still, these are important things we've learned today, and in future I hopefully look forward to more development upon that line of trying to make that sort of pushing force. Much easier to do as the Germans, because most of the time you're on the offensive, but as the Soviets it's a lot harder. Also in terms of our civ count, still couldn't reach that, 100% glorious performance, but I think on multiplayer we could have easily reached that 300 mark. In any case, boys and girls, that's me done for the day. I hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you all later. Adieu.